Well, today is March the 20th. Snowing. The trees are loaded with snow there, and I think we're gonna get around 10 centimeters more today. I come out in this place because for two reasons. One, I had 4 rabbit snares tailed out, 2 right here and 2 just up right here. And a while back I done a video about using brass wire for rabbit snaring, and I talked about 20 gauge and 22 gauge brass wire, and I had some comments there where people was losing a lot of rabbits with the 22 gauge wire. So I came out, I tailed 4 snares here with 22 gauge wire, and I was getting a scatter rabbit here, and I was going to put together a video, and then I got the flu, and so it was snow. We're getting a lot of snow at the time, and with the flu, so I shrunk them up, and I thought I might come back and set them up again to finish off the video, but I never really had a chance since then. So so I come back. I'm just going to take this wire up here now, but I'm going to show you a few catches that I got here, and at the end of it I'm just going to give a few more tips, you know, on using smaller gauge brass wire. You know, there's a lot of good rabbit catchers out there and stuff, but especially for the younger crowd, you know, they go to first start rabbit snaring, you know, a lot that they learn is through trial and error, and if we can give them some tips to get them started in the right direction quicker, well, you know, that's a good thing, you know. So I also got one Marten trap left here. It's the only trap I had left out, and the season closes today, so I wanted to get he up as well, and I'm just going to take this rabbit wire out. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go up. Well, actually I'll have a look at the trap here first. Let's see, only oh gee, I got Marten. I had one trap out, and he's a successful one. Look at that. I wasn't really expecting anything. Yeah. Well, that's sweet. That's a sweet way. Oh, nice big one too. Oh, look at that. Oh, yeah. Look at that right there. So I'm going to get he out. I'm going to go up here and dig up those snares and take them up. And while I'm doing that, I'll show you these catches that I had here, and then when that's done, I'll just show you what I've done to help increase your odds with this smaller gauge wire. Even to be successful rabbit snaring with this, you know, you want to have it like on a solid anchor, and you don't want your snare, like, say, too long. Shorten up as much as you can, like, you know, give the rabbit less chance to be able to wind this wire up and or kink it, you know. So you got to be like, use it a little more careful than you would with other wire. Alright, got the first one set here, and you can see where I just winded the wire around a little bit further, and I'll straighten up the wire as far as here. And yeah. Well, the rabbit was here. He went, hopped over or something, but I never got in there. But I do have a rabbit up right here. So anyway, this is the first one here with this looks like a kink there, see? This snare must be really wound into it. Looks really long there now, but see that there's a little bit of a kink there. I wouldn't reset this one here. So watch for things like that. I'll put another snare here now. Alright, I got this one reset here now, and the bit of snare wire that was on his neck, I just winds it up a bit closer like that. Sometimes you might want to put a cross stick across, and you can tie it off on both sides, you know, with wire, and that'd be nice and solid as well, you know, hold in place there. And I'll tell you now, if this was stainless steel wire, well, you know, I would get the resetting again more than likely, you know. Lots of times this brass wire, one catch and that's it. I always inspects the wire, you know, after the catch. But anyway, so we got a rabbit. I'm actually, look, he's tied. I'm going to clean this one up and have this one for my supper. And later on, you know, I'm going to do a rabbit cooking video. I had some people asking about it, and so I'll be doing that soon as well, too. For now, I'm just going to, you know, more snow on the way, so I don't know, probably be digging these out again tomorrow. We'll see. The rabbit went through there. He might have went sideways, and the snare just fell back in place. I'm just going to push that stick here a little closer to the snare there, and see, did that make a difference? Well, I can see over there that the snare shrunk up there. I guess we had some snow last night, and when the snow rolls up, you know, it made the snare low, you know, but I did catch him right here. Look at that. So I got another rabbit for the pot. Look at that. I'll go up here and have a look. neither one up here this time, but I'll fix them away. Down there is completely snowed over, and down there showing a little bit. Yeah, that's a nice sized rabbit right there, and the wire looks good, so I'm just going to reuse this one again if I can get enough. If I can get enough here, might be froze in there. Have to see. Alright, this one is dried too tight on his neck. I couldn't get enough, but when he ties, you know, taking off, and I'll reuse this one here again. I just put another snare there for now, and I got that one there reset, and hopefully we'll get another one. I had rabbit yesterday for supper, and I think this one will cook up for dinner tomorrow. So tomorrow's Sunday, so it'll be fine. It'll be a fine meal. Well, looks like a fairly fresh rabbit track right there. Man, we got more snow on the way. Another 20 to 30 centimeters. This here's my birch for bait, and I showed this. Oh, see that? Something was nibbling there. Oh, look, I got a rabbit over right here. Down there, looks like he was pushed aside there a little bit. And I got a rabbit. And you know, when that, you see now, when that snare dries tight, you still got kind of line there, right? And, you know, the longer it is, the more tug a rabbit can put on that snare. But anyway, I got him. I never lost him, but that's why I kind of shortened up the, you know, the sheer snare was like short as possible. You know, you don't have much tug. But he really dried tight there. Real nice catch. Yeah, oh, good luck. I'm going to get the snare off. Sometimes, you know, it's a job to get him off unless the rabbit's tied. So, you just want to be a bit careful, you know, don't want to kink the snare up, taking it off either. Yeah. That. Another one for the pot. Yeah, size this wire up here now. Twist it around on the stick there a bit, but yeah, especially with the brass wire, you know, you really want to inspect the wire after every catch. You know, that looks good. There's no kinking on it. There's no kinking on it. Hard to do this. Nice wire. It's a 22 gauge brass. It serves its purpose, you know, but not the best wire in the world. But you know, you can have some really good success with it. Just gotta be a little more careful with it than, you know, than the other wire. That's all. Anyway, I wouldn't be surprised I'll come and have a rabbit gone here someday, but anyway, it's tree for treater right now, so that's pretty good. Especially, you know, when you're using these snares over, like I said, you really want to inspect them good before you reuse them. Here, little chin up stick, and you know, as much, at least around here we get a lot of snow anyway. Even on a normal year we get a lot of snow, so I'm used to tailing my snares a little high. You know, you get a bit of snow, you know, your snare can still stay in working order after a nice bit of snow down. But if you had your snare low, you still catch a rabbit, but as soon as you get a little bit of snow, well, your snare is out of order. I don't know if you can see it, you know what I mean? So I do that just because of where I live to, I guess you could say. You know, tail them a little higher on purpose. And, you know, I catches all the rabbits that I want. And that's it, you know, so right off there a bit, going around there. So there you have it, reset. And like I said, more likely I'll be digging this one out and might have the rise up on the stick to count for 20, 30 centimeters. So yeah, anyway, got a little bit of birch here, and I'll just throw that between the two snares there. So rabbit will want to get in and feed on that, and if it goes that way I got a chance, and if it comes this way I got a chance. So there you have it. Yeah, I can't put a lot of snares out right now, you know. We're just getting too much snow, and you get a big batch, it just makes a lot of work digging them out. So you can't beat Mother Nature, you got to learn to work around her, you know. So, but I'm keeping a couple out, just you know, make video, I guess, and scatter one for the pot. So that's good. All right, that's it for today. It was a while ago when I took this footage, and so I'm not really sure what I got. Never even looked at it, had a chance to edit or anything, but I did try to give a couple extra tips there and increase your odds. You know, with this wire, you know, actually, because it's meant some places the non-target species get clear, especially in areas where Marten is endangered and things like that. So, you know, if it means losing a scatter rabbit, that should be okay. But really, you don't want to lose too many rabbits. So in this video I'll just try to give a couple of more little tips and what I do anyway to help increase my odds. But I don't use this wire. I use stainless steel wire, but I have used it in the past when no other wire was available. But when I'm finished with this, I ain't using this no more. Back to stainless. But I just set this up for demonstration purposes, and you know, like I said earlier, you know, a lot of young people go rabbit snaring, and you know, they kind of learn through trial and error and things like that. So if you can give them a couple little tips, you know, to start them off early, will go a long ways, you know, and not losing so many rabbits and things like that. So that's what kind of this video is about. I guess that's it for this one though. So like always, thanks for watching and hope to see you all in the next one.